everybody, it's your boy, Itsmellslikehonor here. Welcome back to some more Five Nights at Freddy's on Roblox, and today we're going to continue showcasing some more animatronics on Freddy's Reality 2. I did get the VIP Game Pass. It is only 100 Robux, which is pretty awesome. Oh wait, look at this. Hi, Itsmellslikehonor. We've seen your video, and as a thank you, we wanted to... Wait, what does it say? I can't see. It's cut off. We wanted what? I don't know. Okay, what do we have here? Notice why the lack of updates. We're working on revamping the entire game from scratch, which will greatly help us move forward and create a better game. Patience is the key here. Oh, what's the teaser right here? Freddy's Reality revamp outside and ooh. Okay, I don't know how new and how recent this update was, but oh, it was updated yesterday. I think it was. Apparently it was, or they're working on the game. I don't know what this is right here, but oh, this might just be only for me to see as well. That's pretty interesting. That's impressive. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go ahead and have a friends only community server. We're going to go ahead and get the, I think it's like the dreams. We'll see right now for the badge, but I do believe we got to go to the FNAF 1 map. By the way, if you guys can, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It helps out the channel massively. And if you guys have any other game requests for me to play or even mods on Gary's mod, let me know in the comment section down below and let's get it started. All right, so I'm going to make the time of day. Are they going to change the FNAF 1 location? I think they are. It is pretty ominous and creepy that we're just out here in the middle of the... kind of like in the woods, you know? When do you see a pizzeria out in the woods like this? This is terrifying. Though I feel like this would work for... Is it like Hurricane City for FNAF 3's map? Something like that? I don't know. I'm probably like stupid. Anyways, what do I change? Oh, here we go. This is what I want. Should I go evening, day, morning? Okay, I'm gonna go day. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and enter the pizzeria here. We're getting this badge right here. I know I'm a little all over the place. My animatronics are not loading. Here we go. It's just taking a little bit of time because Roblox is a little slow sometimes. All right, we have the Dream Eater Nightmare, a little less scary version of Nightmare. I was actually in the wrong pizzeria. I'm so sorry, you guys. My mistake. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go into the FNAF 2 pizzeria. All right. Ooh, it's dark and spooky. Does it feel darker in here, or is it just me? I think they got to work on the lighting in here just a little bit. Here we go. We want to go... Wait a minute. There's supposed to be a party hat right here. Maybe it needs to be nighttime, perhaps? Oh, it does need to be nighttime. Ooh, that's spooky. All right, anyways, we're going to find a golden hat right here. Nightmare's hat. And boom, you get the Dream Eater award. Just like that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool and nifty. All right, well, there you go. I was actually wondering. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Does it just disappear? Hold on, let me have the admin panel open. Daytime. Oh, it does. Look at that. That's pretty cool. It just disappears. All right, anyways, we're going to go ahead and have it be daytime, and we're going to go outside and showcase all the animatronics that I wanted to showcase in the previous episode. I took a few days off. Actually, I took like 5 days off of making videos, and yeah, I don't know. I was just a little burnt out there. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start off with... Who do we have that I want to start off with? I actually thought this guy was a badge character, but he's not. So when you have the VIP Game Pass, I mean, I probably should have been more aware last time. You do get the Reality Overseer, and of course we have Nightmare. Who else do I want to showcase? I might showcase these two characters and probably the FNAF 2 animatronics, and then we'll probably do another showcase with probably like these four, including these two, because these two are just iconic, popular characters, and they deserve the thumbnail action. All right, starting off with Nightmare. Let's go ahead and see his animations and all that. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for this dude. All right, let's go ahead and toggle the name there. Oh, all right. Very, very cool indeed. Very, very cool indeed. Oh, there's his run. All right, I think it's just a faster version of the walk animation. Dudes, I need to be working a lot more, especially with like game development stuff. I want to learn. I need to practice more with the skills of, well, I would love to learn how to model my own characters. That would be pretty dope. Modeling, rigging, and then using tools like Blender to, well, I think you can make a cool, well, maybe not. Maybe this way, I don't know. if you can get the rig and the model going in Blender and then animate it in Blender, I feel like the potential to make better animations is definitely there in Blender. And then, you know, just, you know, the more time you spend on a skill, usually the better you get, right? So yeah, there's that. And, well, I think what I want to learn first is, creating a model in Roblox Studio, rigging it in Roblox Studio, and then porting that over into Blender, re-rigging it, and then reanimating it, or just animating it in Blender, and then porting that back into Roblox Studio, and boom, you make really cool morph characters. That's what I want to learn. All right, who do we have here? We have the perform. Yes, I am doing the perform. All right, we have the deactivate. Very cool. Believe it or not, I was a big fan of Nightbear and Nightmare when Fnaf 4 was out. Ooh, that deactivate sit looks pretty terrifying, I will say. All right, we have deactivate lay. Dude, this pose right here just looks like I hurt my back, so I'm gonna lay on the flat floor for my lower back pain. That's what that looks like. All right, we have lean right. Okay, lean left. All right, and there's the camera pose. Honestly, very nice. Camera pose number 2. Also very cool. Let's get the thumbnail action of that pose right there. What do we have for the toggles here? We have the eyes. Ooh, red eyes. Let's see what this looks like at nighttime. All right, nighttime. Oh, dude, why is it so purple? Whoa, I barely noticed that. There's like purpley fog. I look really scary though. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go back to the daytime. What do we have here? We have the microphone. Whoa, that's a huge mic. All right, we have the jump scare. Got that classic jump scare. It's super speedy. Oh, there's no cooldown on this. All right, very nice. We have the buttons here. Is that glowing? I guess we're gonna go ahead and find out right now. Here we go. Yeah, that was just white, but I guess it is kind of glowing a little bit. I can't really tell. All right, let's go back to the daytime. Okay, we have the texture swap. Ooh, he looks super shiny. Yeah, he looks super shiny like that. I like it. We have the blurple hat. What is that, like blue purple? Blurple bow tie. All right, very crazy. What do I want to see here? Camera pose 2 with this new texture and the mic. Nightbear on the mic. All right, Nightbear music. Here we go. Toggle that. What do we have for the sounds? We have laugh number 1. Okay. Laugh number 2. Oh yeah, cooldown active. I wonder if they're gonna take my suggestion with having these be client-sided. I don't know. Don't take that advice. That's not good advice. I think having it server-sided is the way to go with cooldowns. Because it just adds to the roleplay experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, if other players couldn't hear you doing all the sounds, I guess it wouldn't be as fun. That's true. You know, when I showcase this next character, you guys are gonna laugh. Are you guys gonna laugh 1 or laugh 2 or laugh 3? What about for music? Honestly, that would be a pretty cool song to just play wherever. On the piano, if you see a piano, be like, oh, I know the little FNAF jingle. Anyways, let's go to our next character, and that is going to be the VIP pass. You need the VIP pass, and honestly, for 100 Robux, actually pretty cool. Who knows? They could also include more characters if you have VIP, and all, you know, I think giving the players more incentives honestly helps out the game tremendously. Ooh, I forgot about these dev morphs. We might have to showcase that as well. All right, let's go ahead and see here. We have Reality Overseer, overpowered overseer of this roleplay game. What are his powers? Dodges. That's a funny thing because in a lot of roleplay experiences, people like to act out play fights kind of thing. And everybody seems to always overuse this. You didn't hurt me because I'm dodging. Dodges, dodge. I'm overpowered. It's like, okay, dude. It seems like a common trope with a lot of RP morph games. Although this guy does look pretty, very powerful. He has a magical orb cane. Honestly, this is cool. If there was like a FNAF simulator game, this would be an OP tool right here. I think Bee Swarm Simulator is one of the best simulator games on Roblox of all time. And honestly, I would love to make a game like that. I think it would be pretty cool. All right. Very cool character. This guy's Ultra Instinct Freddy because if he has dodge built in, if he does have his overpowered ability to be dodged, then he is Ultra Instinct. All right, let's see the performance here. Very, very cool. Very dark, even in the midst of day. I do like that there is a light in his little magical staff here. That's pretty cool. We have our deactivate. Honestly, really cool character. I don't know if that's also where his power resides, in his core right there, his chest core. I don't know. We have deactivate sit, deactivate lay. My back hurts. Lean left or lean right, lean left. Hold on. I'm trying to do the funny dance. There we go. This is actually, it takes a lot of skill to do this. All right. We have camera pose number 1 and camera pose number 2. Very, very cool. I wish he had, like, does he have alternative textures? He does not. We have the jump scare here. Maybe that'll make it into the jump scare. Or that's gonna make it into the jump scare action. The thumbnail action. Alright, yep, I like that. That is hilarious. Alright, that is definitely going into the thumbnail action. We have random teleport. I will do that last. We have our pupils that we can toggle there. We have our eyes that we can toggle there. Ooh, wait, does that look cooler with the jump scare? It actually does. So that is getting into the thumbnail action that way. We have invisible. Ooh, I think fading this out instead of an instant invis, I think fading with like a is that considered tweening when you animate the fade or when you change the transparency over a time duration? You know, you have it go from 0 to 1 on all parts of the model, and it takes a time span of 0.75 seconds and it fades. Is that a tween? I'm not too sure. I know that's like a change matter where you can move things and change stuff and animate them in the workspace and all that stuff. Yes, very cool. I don't know. I'm talking about game development stuff. You guys probably don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Wow, he has no sound. So hopefully they do add some cool sounds to this guy. Maybe some custom abilities. Maybe he has like a magical orb he shoots out with a particle emitter. That would be pretty dope. They could definitely add onto this character, make him even cooler. All right, very, very dope. Let's go ahead and random teleport. And where am I? I'm in the Foxy's FNAF 2 cove. There's locker rooms right there. Very, very cool. You know, I really like how some of these FNAF maps and these FNAF Roblox RP games, they're actually well designed. Well designed enough to hold a mini game or a Dead by Daylight type of game. Very, very cool indeed. All right, let's go ahead and go back outside. Am I stupid? Is there a way I can teleport outside? I don't think there's a teleporter thing, right? Maybe they can add that later. Very, very cool. Oh, I forgot. Every time you teleport in or out of the pizzeria, you are anchored temporarily, and I think that's just to not have the player automatically. I don't know. Maybe they should change that. All right, let's go ahead and see our next character. I'm going to go ahead and go and get started with the FNAF 2 animatronic showcases. Like I said, I did promise to showcase all the animatronics. Unfortunately, you have to wait until next April or Easter to get our chocolate Bonnie here, but that's definitely a-okay. Let's go ahead and get started here with Toy Bonnie. I'm going to go ahead and try to speed run through this because there's a lot of animatronics here, and I've already been recording for 15 minutes, so I'm Mr. Yappington. Dude, I'm not going to lie. A lot of these characters that are just, you know, from playing the game, they actually seem really cool. They actually seem really, really cool. Description: the guitarist of the band in an all-new look. He's lovable and a nice guy. Just don't disturb him while he's playing his guitar. Honestly, same. I've been playing the guitar lately, and it's been pretty fun. All right, let's go back to the daytime. So I have the sunlight shining on Toy Bonnie here. We have perform. Very cool. I do think they might need to tone down or even add this into... Is this actually in here already? Wait, it is in here. Bro, I'm stupid. Let's go ahead and turn down the contrast a little bit. I do think it's a little too much. I can also turn down the brightness. It's defaulted to 0, so let's do negative 0.5. Oh my gosh, that is way too dark. Negative 0.01? I guess that's a little bit better, and we'll have the contrast be 0. That's probably a little bit better. All right, I didn't know that was in there, dude. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so sorry, developers. My bad. All right, we have deactivate here. I love this idle animation. Whoever made this animation, you guys did a really good job. And I'm very curious to know did they make it in Blender? I don't know. This is very smooth animations. I know a lot of people make really good animations in Roblox Studio using like Moon Animator, but hold on, his deactivate lay looks funny, dude. Wait, he's kind of got a custom pose going on with his left ear and his face. My back. All right, we have lean right. Hold on, this is just funny if you can do this correctly. I can't really focus on him. Oh, I guess I can. Very funny. We have camera pose number 1, camera pose number 2. Honestly, I kind of want to put Toy Bonnie in the thumbnail action over the Game Pass character and the Secret Badge character. But yet again, a lot of people love... Oh, dude. Okay. There's this jump scare. Dude, low-key FNAF 2 era was actually pretty dope. Oh, the perform with the guitar is actually pretty... Dude, I kind of want to put this guy into the thumbnail action. He's pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Did they add depth of field? Did they add a bunch of stuff that I'm just unaware of? They've actually added... Oh, wait. Oh, I can change my speed. Wow. Can we actually... Oh, yeah. We can freeze time as well. Maybe having an indicator, like a little clock, like alarm clock icon right here when you have it locked and then... unlocked, I guess you could just get rid of it. That would be pretty cool. What else? Dude, this is all perfect. I think adding a depth of field button as well would be pretty cool. Other than that, hold on, am I in the shift P? Oh no, I don't have shift P. Although if you sprint, you could change your FOV a little bit. That's pretty cool. Very, very cool indeed. Voice line number 1.
This is my chance to shine and your chance to fade away.
When does Toy Bonnie have voice lines? I never knew that.
Clear the stage, for the star of our show is now here.
Okay, and voice line number 3.
There you are.
When does Toy Bonnie get voice lines? I didn't know that. Maybe in like Help Wanted or something. I have no idea. Very, very cool. Let's go to our next character. Like I said, I'm going to try to speed run. I'll try to get 3 or 4 of the FNAF 2 animatronics, and then we'll showcase, everybody else that I possibly can. Oh my gosh. All right, I'll try to get through to Endo 02. And then I think, yeah, one more video on this game. I think we will showcase absolutely everything. Yeah, that sounds perfect. All right, we have Toy Chica, the backup singer of the crew, in an all-new look. Oh, yeah. And there's also a cupcake. All right. The FNAF 2 animatronics seem pretty well made. I'm not even going to lie. Pretty well made. Oh, this is like the funny-looking Chica, I think. Is she funny-looking? Is there something wrong with her? I have no idea. All right, we have her performance right here. Hold on. We can't leave out Mr. Cupcake. Yeah. Oh, wow. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and have the performance with Mr. Cupcake. Very cool. Yeah, dude, how did you guys make these animations? These are actually pretty well made. Some of them are fast, like the previous and the FNAF 1 animatronics, but like the FNAF 2 animatronics seem pretty good. I do think the deactivate sit, instead of just quickly going into a pose, I think reworking and adding unique deactivate sits and unique deactivate lays could be better. When I think of deactivate lays, I think of the potato chips lays. All right, lean left, lean right. Honestly, you could keep these, but I think adding another animation per character would be pretty cool as well. Like you could even add like some characters that do crawl in the vents. You could add a, when you hit crawl, when you toggle into crawl pose, I guess that would be here. Oh yeah, you would add it to here. You would have a stand into crawl animation and then crawl into stand animation. Oh, and then of course you would need a crawl idle and a crawl movement. I think that's all that you would need. Yeah, see, there's a lot going into making an RP morph game. There's a lot. There it is. All right, camera pose number 1. I feel like this is a unique one. I like how Cupcake's eyes are still moving there. And then we have camera pose number 2. Okay, so they did cook with the FNAF 2 animatronics. These are probably the better animatronics to get in the game. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, well, let's go ahead and untoggle that. We have night mode. Ooh, okay, she loses the beak. She's got the scary eyes and honestly, like stainless steel eyelids. All right, we have Cupcake toggle. Oh, that's actually a full animation right there, I think, unless it's a pose. I don't know. We have pupils that Does this change? Oh, okay. With night mode, it changes. They're more highlighted. You can still see them, but they're more highlighted with that toggled. And there's the jump scare. Honestly, it looks like she's having a seizure. But that's crazy. Okay, no voice lines or anything, so let's go ahead and go to our next character. We have Endo02. Is Endo02 cool as well? I think so. Nobody knows who this Endo belongs to. However, like its previous model, it also does mostly nothing. All right, I will be shouting out FMR once again. They made the Endos really cool. Like I said, for years, I was not a fan of the Endos whatsoever. But I think FMR and FWTD really opened my eyes to like Endo. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and perform here. Guys, standard traditional Freddy Fazbear kind of pose performance. Deactivate. We have deactivate sit, deactivate lay, lean left, lean right. All right, camera pose and hallway pose. Oh, well, that's unique and I like that. See, they added a little bit more character and spice. Oh, they did add this. Maybe my subconscious was like, maybe they should add this icon right about here just to know that it is toggled. I guess you don't because it is right there. I'm an idiot. I don't know if oh, I did freeze it. Okay, well, I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and stop that funny pose. His idle animation is really cool. It's very smooth. I'm very curious to see like how they made the anims because it's actually pretty cool. We have our jump scare here. Ooh, wait, that's actually a really cool jump scare. That's a really good jump scare. Whoever did these anims, you guys really cooked. Oh, we can go invisible. Wow. I didn't know Endo02 had it in him to go invisible. Very majestic. All right, and we have random teleport. Oh, look at there's one of the codes right there for one of the badges. Wait, do I randomly always teleport to the actually other random locations? I wonder if they have different like parts and nodes right here that are randomly. They're not so random actually. Very cool though. All right. I'm just gonna kill over and die. Reset so I go to the front of the pizzeria. And actually, with that said and done, I do believe that does conclude today's video showcasing the animatronics that I did want to showcase. Yeah, we'll go ahead and showcase all of these animatronics. I wonder if I should save these two for a video as well. I do want to save Withered Spring Bunny, but maybe not. We'll go over all of these characters, and then we'll also go over these two morphs, and then also the dev characters. So stay tuned for that. Let me know what other mods on Gmod you guys would like to have me showcase. Any maze runs, honestly, any suggestions, let me know in the comment section down below, and I would be willing to consider them. Smash the like button, subscribe, and I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.